No, the beating heart of South America lies the magnificent Brazil, a tropical paradise where immense rivers cut through the land like veins filled with life, where the sun warms endless golden beaches, and where grand forests breathe and return to the world the oxygen essential for our existence. A territory of incomparable riches, shaped with the perfection of the Creator's hands. Brazil is a giant that shelters the greatest diversity of animals on Earth, a unique refuge where life multiplies in forms, colors, and sounds that enchant all of humanity. In this immense stage of wildlife, every corner of the territory reveals a unique spectacle of biodiversity. In the forests and rivers, especially in the Amazon and Pantanal, the jaguar watches silently, the green anaconda slides like a shadow, capybaras and tapirs shape the balance of the forest, while toucans and blue macaws paint the sky with vibrant colors. In the Atlantic Ocean, wildlife becomes a fascinating show. Humpback whales emerge from the depths in majestic leaps, like true artists of the sea. Intelligent and social dolphins perform acrobatics that delight those lucky enough to watch them. Sharks, though feared, patrol the coasts almost always peacefully, fulfilling their essential role in maintaining marine balance. Turtles, true travelers of time, cross oceans on epic journeys, guided by an inner compass that always leads them back to the beaches where they were born, continuing the cycle of life. No less impressive, fish in massive schools swim in perfect sync, as if the ocean had gained a beating heart. This liquid choreography not only maintains the balance of all marine life, but also sustains human communities by providing food, work, and a direct connection to nature's rhythm. In the arid regions of the country, such as the Caatinga, resilient species like the giant anteater demonstrate the power of adaptation, while the blue macaws beautify the skies. From the depths of the oceans to the treetops, from the riverbeds to the vastness of the forests, Brazil is a true theater of nature, where every creature plays an essential role in the grand web of life. The Atlantic forest, dense and vibrant, shelters the agile golden lion tamarin, leaping between branches and helping to regenerate the forest, a living reminder of the importance of conservation. In the Cerrado, with its open savannas and scattered trees, roams the solitary maned wolf, traveling great distances, controlling local fauna, and symbolizing the richness of this biome. Together, these ecosystems reveal the diversity and complexity of Brazilian nature, each with its key species and essential roles in maintaining the balance of life. Stay until the end and discover how these landscapes connect to form one of the richest ecosystems on the planet. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next adventures. Tell us in the comments, from which country are you watching? Here, the grandeur of rivers and forests meets the vast Atlantic, forming an ecosystem that gives life to cities, sustains indigenous communities, and influences the climate of the entire planet. It's a land that provides food, water, and raw materials for the whole world, bathed by sunlight almost all year round, a place where nature and life meet in perfect harmony. In this seemingly infinite paradise lies half of the immense Amazon rainforest, the largest tropical forest in the world, covering 60% of Brazil's territory, a green ocean that breathes life and regulates the planet's climate. It is also home to the Pantanal, the largest flooded ecosystem on Earth, where caimans, jaguars, and rare birds live in harmony in a unique spectacle. As if that weren't enough, Brazil also protects the Atlantic forest, one of the most diverse biomes on the planet, as well as the Cerrado and the Caatinga, which showcase the strength and resilience of life in the harshest environments. All of this is shaped and nourished by the Atlantic Ocean, which washes its vast coastline, creating a link between land, water, and air. This country of continental dimensions is vital not only to Brazilians, but to all of humanity. About 66% of Brazil's territory remains covered by native vegetation, according to updated data from Map Biomas, an initiative that brings together universities, tech companies, and civil society organizations to map and monitor land use and vegetation cover across the country. Brazil is the fifth largest country in the world by land area, with about 8.5 million square kilometers, larger than the entire European Union and occupying nearly half of South America. Brazilian nature is extraordinary. The country shelters 20% of all known animal species on the planet, making it the richest in biodiversity in the world. Over 120,000 animal species have been recorded, from tiny insects to imposing forest mammals, along with about 50,000 plant species, representing 10% of the world's flora, many of which are found only in Brazil. This impressive proportion makes Brazil a true green heart of the planet, responsible for maintaining climate balance, generating oxygen, housing medicinal resources, and sustaining food chains that influence the entire world. Our adventure through Brazil's biomes begins with the Atlantic forest, one of the richest and most threatened on Earth. Originally, it covered about 1.3 million kilometers, extending across almost the entire Brazilian coastline. Today, only about 12% to 15% of its original coverage remains, distributed in isolated fragments. Despite its historical destruction, it still shelters astonishing biodiversity. It is estimated to host more than 20,000 plant species and 2,000 vertebrate species, many of which exist nowhere else on Earth. The Atlantic forest, present in cities such as São Paulo, Brazil's economic center, and Rio de Janeiro, a global cultural and tourist reference, acts as a green lung, regulating climate, purifying air, ensuring water supply, and maintaining quality of life in two of the world's most important metropolises. One example is the Tijuca forest in Rio de Janeiro, the largest replanted urban forest in the world, spanning 4,000 hectares. In the 19th century, after deforestation for coffee caused a water crisis, Emperor Dom Pedro II ordered its reforestation. Today, it shelters waterfalls, springs, diverse fauna, and the Christ the Redeemer statue, helping cool the city and protect its water resources. Among the most emblematic animals are the golden lion tamarin, the white-headed marmoset, found only in Brazil's forests, the jaguar, the tapir, the giant anteater, and birds like the roadside hawk and the rufous-bellied thrush, considered by many the country's national bird. The Atlantic forest is known for its humid climate, abundant rivers, and dense vegetation, crucial for supplying water to more than 70% of Brazil's population. Even with its reduced area, it remains a global conservation priority. The Iguazu Falls, located in Iguazu National Park in Paraná, on the border with Argentina, is one of Brazil's and the world's greatest natural landmarks. Formed by the Iguazu River, it features around 275 waterfalls stretching for nearly 3 kilometers, the most famous being the Devil's Throat, which plunges 82 meters. Set within the Atlantic forest, the region harbors rich biodiversity and since 1986 has been recognized by UNESCO as a Natural World Heritage Site, attracting millions of visitors and symbolizing the power of nature and the importance of environmental conservation. Small yet vibrant, the golden lion tamarin is one of the most iconic symbols of the Atlantic forest. Measuring about 25 to 30 centimeters long, with golden fur that gleams in the sunlight and a long tail, it lives in family groups of up to 8 individuals, where cooperation is essential for caring for offspring, finding food, and strengthening social bonds. Agile, it leaps between branches in search of fruits, nectar, and insects, helping to disperse seeds and maintain the forest's ecological balance. In the past, its population dropped to just a few hundred individuals, but today, thanks to conservation efforts, there are already more than 3,000 animals. Beyond its unique beauty, it is considered a keystone species for the ecosystem, showing how even the smallest creatures can sustain life around them. The Atlantic forest is home to a great variety of birds, including some of the most common and easily observed by visitors and residents of nearby cities. Among them is the great kiskadee, known for its distinctive song and insect-based diet, playing an important role in pest control. Birds such as the roadside hawk, the toko toucan, and the green aracari can be seen regularly, even though they are more discreet, contributing to the ecosystem's balance by hunting small animals or dispersing seeds. These birds not only beautify the Atlantic forest but also indicate its health, showing that even in fragmented areas, wildlife remains active and present. Among the winged inhabitants of this forest is the rufous-bellied thrush, one of Brazil's most beloved birds, admired for its melodic song, considered among the most beautiful in the country and often heard along the forest trails. It measures about 25 centimeters in length, with an orange breast and belly, brown and grey back and wings, and is easily recognized by its dark tail that sways as it moves. It is an omnivorous bird, feeding on fruits, insects, and small invertebrates, which makes it an important seed disperser and helper in pest control. It is agile and fast, capable of hopping between branches and flying short distances with great skill. In Brazil, it has several popular names depending on the region, such as sabia, sabia do campo, and in some places, simply canary bird, due to its striking song. Its song is deeply tied to Brazilian identity. Many consider it a symbol of the nation, inspiring songs, poems, and cultural traditions. In addition, it is an adaptable bird, found not only in the Atlantic forest, but also in open areas and even cities, maintaining its strong and melodic presence everywhere. On a quiet morning in the Atlantic forest, the largest land mammal of this biome, the tapir, walks slowly among tall trees and vines that intertwine across the forest floor. Reaching up to 2 meters in length and weighing between 150 and 300 kilos, its robust body moves with surprising agility, while its elongated snout touches leaves, fruits, and shoots, carefully selecting what it will eat. Each step reveals its silent presence, spreading seeds along the way and helping keep the forest alive and diverse. Near a stream, the tapir pauses for a moment, dipping its snout into the fresh water before continuing its path. Solitary, it crosses the forest as a silent guardian, connecting trees, rivers, and life, while sunlight filters through the canopy, illuminating its dark coat and highlighting its imposing figure in the woods. Another symbolic animal of the Atlantic forest moves carefully among trees and shrubs, using its long claws to climb trunks and clear paths through the dense undergrowth, the giant anteater. About 1.2 meters long, its slender, muscular body is covered with grey fur and distinctive black stripes that help it camouflage in the forest. It feeds almost exclusively on ants and termites, using its long, sticky tongue to reach insects inside logs and mounds, playing an important role in controlling these populations. The anteater is usually solitary and discreet, walking quietly along the forest floor or climbing low branches to forage. Despite its calm appearance, it is extremely agile when needed, and its nocturnal habits make each encounter rare and special. A remarkable animal of Brazilian fauna walks these lands, the jaguar. In the Atlantic forest, it is extremely rare due to historical deforestation and habitat fragmentation. It is estimated that only a few dozen individuals remain, scattered across small protected fragments such as Serra do Mar National Park and Intervale State Park. They are more common in the Amazon and the Pantanal, where conditions are more favorable for observation. Studies indicate a density of about 2 to 3 jaguars per 100 kilometers in the Pantanal, making it the biome with the highest concentration of jaguars in the world, And it is in this paradise that our adventure continues. The Pantanal is a rare jewel of Brazil, a true paradise of biodiversity. There, jaguars share the territory with caimans, capybaras, macaws, and hundreds of migratory fish. Its landscapes change with the rhythm of floods and droughts, creating a unique natural spectacle and serving as a corridor for birds from all over South America, as well as a living laboratory for studying ecology and conservation. This is the largest continuous wetland system in the world, covering about 150,000 km². It is a unique biome, formed by plains that flood periodically and naturally, sustaining an impressive biodiversity. Its vegetation is varied: open grasslands, flooded savannas, gallery forests along rivers, forest islands, and aquatic vegetation in the most inundated areas. These conditions create a dynamic ecosystem where species adapt to seasonal water variations. In the heart of the Pantanal, the majestic jaguar walks silently. It is completely adapted to this unique landscape. With each careful step, it observes the water reflecting the sky and the subtle movements of the surrounding fauna. Over thousands of years, it has perfected its hunting techniques, hiding among bushes and vines, waiting patiently for the perfect moment to strike. The jaguar is the largest feline in the Americas, impressive not only for its beauty but also for its strength. An adult male can reach up to 1.85 meters in length, not counting its tail, which adds another 70 centimeters, and weigh between 90 and 120 kilos, while females are slightly smaller. It is the third largest feline in the world, behind only the lion and the tiger, but its strength compensates for its size. It has the most powerful bite among all felines, capable of piercing turtle shells and even crushing the skulls of large prey. This extraordinary power allows it to reign at the top of the food chain, capturing a vast range of animals with precision and efficiency. Its combination of agility, camouflage, and strength makes it a feared and respected hunter, a symbol of power and balance in the forest, as its roar echoes through the trees, a reminder of its majesty. Its diet is diverse: capybaras, caimans, deer, pacas, peccaries, and even turtles. More than 80 different species make up its menu, providing enough energy to survive the Pantanal's seasonal changes. The jaguar is a solitary and strategic hunter. It hides silently among vegetation, observes its prey, approaches slowly, and strikes with a powerful bite, usually to the head or neck, ensuring a quick death. During the dry season, it approaches rivers and lagoons, using the water as an ally to ambush its prey, while in the flood season, it takes advantage of the inundation to move silently and dominate the terrain. At the top of the food chain, the jaguar maintains the ecosystem's balance, controlling populations and ensuring the health of the surrounding fauna. As night falls, it disappears among the vegetation, leaving only the echo of its roar as a reminder of its imposing and essential presence in the Pantanal. Other giants roam this ecosystem. Capybaras are the largest rodents in the world and a constant presence on the Pantanal's flooded plains and riverbanks. They measure about 1.2 meters in length and weigh between 35 and 66 kilos. They live in social groups that can reach 20 or more individuals. They are herbivores, feeding on grasses, aquatic plants, and shoots, spending much of the day near water, where they cool off and protect themselves from predators. Because they are abundant and relatively slow on land, capybaras have become one of the jaguar's favorite prey. Besides their importance in the jaguar's diet, capybaras play a crucial ecological role, maintaining vegetation balance and serving as food for other Pantanal predators. The Pantanal is extremely rich in bird life, with more than 650 species, such as the jabiru stork, red macaws, and roadside hawks. In addition, herons, spoonbills, night herons, and migratory birds complete this diversity. The variety of habitats, flooded fields, forest islands, gallery forests, and lagoons provides food, shelter, and breeding sites for this rich avifauna. This ecosystem is known for hosting one of the largest caiman populations in the world, thriving in its rivers, lagoons, and wetlands. Among the main species are the Pantanal caiman, also called jacaré-tinga, very common and easily spotted, and the black caiman, larger and more robust, considered the top predator of the aquatic biome. The black caiman is the largest caiman in the world, reaching over 5 meters and 400 kilos. Although more common in the Amazon, it also occurs in the Pantanal, where it is rare and solitary, unlike the abundant Pantanal caiman. Nocturnal in habit, it feeds on fish, birds, turtles, and even other caimans, acting as an apex predator. Nearly extinct in the 20th century due to hunting for its skin, its populations are now recovering thanks to legal protection. Another less common species is the dwarf caiman, small and discreet, preferring smaller rivers and shallower waters. These caimans play an essential role in the ecosystem, controlling fish and aquatic animal populations, while also serving as prey for some species during their early life stages. Their constant presence contributes to the dynamic interaction between water and land, maintaining the Pantanal's ecological balance. There are places in Brazil where the biomes of the Pantanal and the Cerrado meet. This transition area is called an ecotone, where the characteristics of both biomes blend together. In this landscape, the flooded plains of the Pantanal merge with the dry fields and twisted trees of the Cerrado, creating a unique mosaic of life. Here, maned wolves roam the dry areas, while capybaras and caimans rest along the lagoon banks. Jaguars reign at the top of the food chain, hunting both in forests and wetlands. Anteaters, pampas deer, jabiruus, and macaws share the same territory, showing that this meeting of biomes is a true sanctuary of biodiversity. The Cerrado is the second largest biome in Brazil, covering about 2 million kilometers, equivalent to approximately 22% of the national territory. It is known as the Brazilian savanna, characterized by a seasonal tropical climate with well-defined wet and dry seasons, generally acidic soils rich in minerals, and vegetation adapted to periodic natural fires. The typical vegetation includes twisted shrubs, medium-sized trees with scattered canopies, and grasses, as well as endemic species such as pautera, pequi, and barbatimão. As dusk falls over the vast savannas of the Cerrado, the maned wolf emerges silently, the largest canid in South America. Measuring about 1.2 meters in length and 90 centimeters tall at the shoulders, its slender body and long legs allow it to travel great distances in search of food. Its reddish fur blends into the dry vegetation, while the dark mane rises discreetly, signaling alertness. It lives alone or in pairs. It is an omnivorous animal, feeding on fruits, small mammals, birds, and insects, with a special taste for the wolf apple fruit, which it also helps to disperse throughout the Cerrado. It is extremely agile and quiet, capable of covering up to 20 kilometers per night. Across the vast plains of the Cerrado and the floodplains of the Pantanal, an elegant resident draws attention, the pampas deer. With its slender body of approximately 1.2 meters in length and about 70 centimeters tall, it moves silently through the fields. It is a light animal, weighing between 20 and 40 kilograms. Its light brown coat makes it almost invisible among the dry vegetation, and the males carry branched antlers that fall and regrow each year, a true spectacle of nature. During the day, it feeds on grasses, leaves, and shoots, helping to maintain the balance of natural pastures. Always found in small groups led by a dominant male, these deer are alert to every sound, ready to sprint at high speed at the first sign of danger. The presence of the pampas deer is a sign of a healthy ecosystem, as it requires large open areas to live and reproduce. In the vast plains of the Cerrado and the open areas of the Pantanal, the pampas deer lives in constant alertness, for it must fear Brazil's great predators. The jaguar, with its strength and deadly bite, is the most feared of all, capable of taking it down with a single strike. Even maned wolves can pose a threat to fawns, as well as some birds of prey that patrol the skies. To survive, the pampas deer relies on its speed and sharp senses, fleeing at the slightest sign of danger. Life in these biomes is a constant race for survival, where every day is a new chance to escape and live. Leaving behind the open savannas of the Cerrado, we enter a new world, The Amazon, the largest tropical rainforest on the planet. Here the air grows more humid, the green becomes denser, and the sound of life is overwhelming. Birds, insects, and monkeys echo from every direction. The Brazilian Amazon covers about 5 million kilometers, encompassing nearly 50% of the north region of Brazil and approximately 60% of the entire Amazon rainforest. It is the largest biome in the country and the heart of the greatest tropical forest on Earth. The Amazon is not limited to Brazil. It extends across 8 other South American countries, including Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana, forming a vast green belt that protects unique biodiversity and regulates the continental climate. This continental spread makes the Amazon a strategic region not only for Brazil but for the entire planet, playing a crucial role in carbon absorption, river and rainfall cycles, and the preservation of species found nowhere else on Earth. The Amazon hosts an astonishing number of trees. It is estimated that there are more than 390 billion trees spread across thousands of different species, many of which remain little studied by science. These trees play a vital role not only for the forest but also for the global climate. They absorb large amounts of carbon dioxide, helping to reduce the greenhouse effect, and release oxygen, maintaining air quality. The transpiration of these trees contributes to cloud and rain formation, influencing the hydrological cycle not only in the Amazon, but also in distant regions of Brazil and even other South American countries. The destruction of these trees disrupts this balance, affecting the global climate, biodiversity, and water resources that millions of people depend on. The Amazon River is the heart of the Brazilian portion of the rainforest, flowing approximately 3,900 kilometers through the country, from the confluence of the Solimões River to its mouth in the Atlantic Ocean. It is the largest river in the world by water volume, carrying about 209,000 cubic meters per second and sustaining an immense wealth of aquatic life. Along its path through Brazil, this river feeds numerous tributaries, forming a vast network of waterways that cut across the forest. Among the most important are the Negro, Madeira, Tapajós, Xingu, and Juruá rivers. Each has its own characteristics, dark, muddy, or clear waters, and contributes to the seasonal flooding cycle, essential for fish reproduction, nutrient transport, and biodiversity maintenance in the Brazilian Amazon. In the heart of the Brazilian Amazon, life pulses through every branch, leaf, and river. At dawn, a pink river dolphin glides silently through the waters of the Amazon River, while scarlet macaws soar over the treetops, painting the sky with their vibrant flight. Among the branches, capuchin and howler monkeys communicate with cries and agile leaps, filling the forest with movement and sound. On the ground, the jaguar, majestic and stealthy, watches its prey intently, moving precisely between shadows and trunks. In the waters and along the banks, caimans rest as they wait for the right moment to hunt, while sloths spend their days slowly intertwined among the trees, and giant anteaters glide through the branches, searching for ants and termites. Every animal plays its role, balancing predators and prey, keeping the forest alive and thriving. The Amazon is a world where every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest jaguar, contributes to the unique symphony of life found only in this immense and mysterious forest. In the heart of the Brazilian Amazon, life manifests itself in an astonishing diversity of animals. Among reptiles, more than 430 species move through the waters and trees of the forest, including caimans, snakes, and lizards. In rivers and streams, approximately 1,000 species of amphibians, frogs, toads, and salamanders ensure the continuity of life through their songs and colors. Among mammals, about 430 species inhabit this ecosystem, from majestic jaguars and agile monkeys to mysterious river dolphins and giant anteaters. In the skies and treetops, over 1,300 species of colorful birds, such as macaws, toucans, and hawks, bring life to the forest with their flight and song. And in the waters, thousands of fish, including the mighty arapaima and tambaqui, complete the scene. All this richness represents a significant portion of the world's fauna, about 10% of all bird species on the planet, and one of the largest concentrations of amphibians and freshwater fish in the world are found here. The Amazon is not only the largest tropical rainforest on Earth, but also a sanctuary of biodiversity, essential for the ecological balance of Brazil and the world. In the depths of the warm, dark waters of the Amazon glides the imposing anaconda, also known as the green anaconda. This water giant is one of the largest snakes in the world, capable of exceeding 8 meters in length and weighing over 200 kilograms, though even larger individuals have been recorded. The anaconda prefers rivers, streams, and flooded areas, where its greenish coloration with dark spots makes it nearly invisible to both prey and predators. It is a powerful predator, feeding on fish, caimans, capybaras, and even deer, using constriction to overpower its prey. This giant can stay submerged for up to 10 minutes, silently observing its surroundings. It is a symbol of the strength and mystery of the Amazon, showing how life in the tropical forest is as diverse as it is fascinating. High in the treetops of the Amazon appears one of the forest's most iconic figures, the Toco toucan. Measuring about 55 to 65 centimeters in length, it stands out even more for its enormous beak, which can reach up to 20 centimeters. Colorful, lightweight, and adapted for reaching fruits on thin, distant branches. The toko toucan is omnivorous, feeding mainly on fruits but also on insects and small vertebrates, playing a crucial role in seed dispersal and helping to regenerate and expand the forest. Sociable, it is often seen in small groups, communicating through its characteristic loud call that echoes among the trees. Beyond its beauty and vibrant colors, the toko toucan is a true agent of ecological balance, maintaining the plant diversity of the Amazon and reminding us that every creature, big or small, is essential to life in the tropical forest. Among the high branches of the Amazon lives a creature that seems to ignore the rush of the world, the sloth, an animal that follows its own rhythm. In the forest, two species are most common, the collared sloth and the brown-throated sloth. With slow movements, they travel along the branches at an average speed of 2 meters per minute, feeding on leaves, shoots, and fruits, with an extremely low metabolism adapted to their nutrient-poor diet. This slowness helps save energy and avoid predators' attention, but when they descend to the ground, to defecate or move between trees, they become vulnerable to jaguars, ocelots, and large birds of prey. Their strong claws, camouflage, and arboreal habits ensure that the sloth remains a charming presence in the Amazon canopy, reminding us that every creature has its own rhythm and role in the complex web of the tropical forest. Following its majestic course through the Brazilian Amazon, the Amazon River finally meets the Atlantic Ocean, forming a unique region known as the Amazon River mouth. The meeting of freshwater and saltwater creates a singular ecosystem teeming with life, called the Amazon estuary. Here, the mix of currents, sediments, and nutrients creates ideal conditions for fish, crustaceans, migratory birds, and countless species of aquatic plants, making the area a crucial breeding and feeding ground for biodiversity. The estuary helps transport nutrients to the ocean, influences the regional climate, and protects the coastline from erosion. It is yet another example of how Brazil hosts extremely diverse ecosystems, connecting rivers, forests, and oceans into a web of life that sustains millions of species and human communities. The Atlantic Ocean bathes the entire Brazilian coast, which stretches for about 7,400 kilometers from the state of Amapá in the north to Rio Grande do Sul in the south. This part of the ocean is rich in diverse ecosystems, including coral reefs, mangroves, continental shelves, and open sea areas. This ocean is home to a great variety of marine animals such as dolphins, humpback whales, sea turtles, sharks, rays, and schools of fish. In addition, migratory species, such as certain whales and seabirds, use the Brazilian Atlantic as a passage route. The richness of the Atlantic Ocean contributes not only to biodiversity, but also to sustainable human activities such as fishing and tourism. It plays a crucial role in climate regulation, influencing currents, rainfall, and temperatures along the entire Brazilian coast. Every year, majestic humpback whales undertake one of the most impressive migrations in the world, traveling thousands of kilometers across the Brazilian Atlantic Ocean. They leave the icy waters of Antarctica, where they feed intensely during the austral summer, and swim toward the warm waters off the Brazilian coast, especially in the states of Bahia, Espírito Santo, Rio de Janeiro, and Santa Catarina, to reproduce and give birth to their calves. Throughout this journey of up to 8,000 kilometers, the humpbacks travel in family groups, communicating with their powerful songs, which can be heard across long distances. The presence of these giants of the sea is a natural spectacle that attracts researchers and tourists, reinforcing the importance of Brazil's marine protected areas, ensuring that these whales continue their life cycle and contribute to the balance of the ocean ecosystem. Humpback whales are true giants of the Atlantic Ocean, measuring between 14 and 18 meters long and weighing up to 40 tons. They are famous for their spectacular jumps, known as breaching, when they launch their entire bodies out of the water, displaying impressive strength and agility. These giants have unique features. Among them are their very long pectoral fins, which can reach up to 5 meters, and a complex song that males use to communicate and attract females. Upon reaching Brazil's warm waters, especially between Bahia and Santa Catarina, humpbacks reproduce and care for their young, taking advantage of the natural protection of coastal regions and the favorable temperature for the newborn's development. Along the Brazilian coast, various groups of dolphins regularly visit the waters of the Atlantic Ocean, bringing life and movement to the seas. Among the most common species are the bottlenose dolphin, known for its intelligence and interaction with humans, and the spinner dolphin, famous for its acrobatic leaps. These animals can be observed in different regions of Brazil. The bottlenose dolphin is common along the coasts of Rio de Janeiro, Espírito Santo, and Santa Catarina, while the spinner dolphin often appears near oceanic islands such as Fernando de Noronha. Dolphins are essential for marine balance, helping control fish populations and maintaining the health of coastal ecosystems. These incredible creatures are masters of navigation and hunting. Guided by echolocation, they emit sounds that bounce off surrounding objects, allowing them to identify obstacles, prey, and water depth, even in dark or murky environments. This ability allows them to travel across various oceans, always oriented, and hunt with precision. They live in large groups called pods, which can include dozens or even hundreds of individuals, strengthening social cooperation. Within these groups, they use sophisticated hunting strategies, such as surrounding schools of fish, herding them against the surface or the coast, and alternating positions to ensure everyone gets food. Their remarkable intelligence is revealed in their complex communication, adaptation to different environments, and learning of hunting techniques, making them agile and social predators, true symbols of Atlantic marine life. Several species of sharks roam the waters of the Atlantic Ocean, each with distinct characteristics and behaviors. Among the most common are the hammerhead shark, which prefers shallower and warmer waters, the tiger shark, known for its voracity and presence near the coast, the bull shark, which inhabits sandy bottom areas, and the great white shark, occasionally spotted in deeper waters, though rare in this country. Most of these species do not pose a significant risk to humans, but attacks may occur, especially on crowded beaches and swimming areas, where sharks can mistake people for natural prey. Despite being feared, sharks play a fundamental role in the marine ecosystem, maintaining the balance of fish populations and contributing to the overall health of the Brazilian Atlantic Ocean. The waters of the Brazilian Atlantic Ocean welcome other famous visitors. Among them, sea turtles stand out, including species such as the green turtle, hawksbill turtle, and olive ridley turtle, which come to the country's beaches to lay eggs and ensure the next generation. In addition, schools of fish, rays, small crustaceans, and seabirds complete this vibrant scene, forming a rich and interconnected web of life. The Brazilian coast harbors diverse ecosystems, from mangroves and coral reefs to oceanic islands, serving as shelter, feeding, and breeding grounds for countless species. The Brazilian Atlantic is a true marine sanctuary, maintaining ecological balance and supporting fishing, tourism, and scientific research, while its waters and beaches attract visitors from all over the world for diving, dolphin and whale watching, and ecotourism, boosting the economy. The oceans contribute to international trade, sustainable resource exploration, and renewable energy, becoming a vital natural and economic heritage that connects Brazil to the world and ensures livelihood and development for millions of people. In our journey through the last Brazilian ecosystem, we will explore the Caatinga. In the heart of northeastern Brazil lies a biome unique in the entire world. Spanning more than 844,000 square kilometers, it covers about 10% of the national territory, encompassing states such as Bahia, Pernambuco, Ceará, Paraíba, Rio Grande do Norte, Piauí, Sergipe, Alagoas, and part of Minas Gerais. At first glance, it appears to be a dry, arid land, marked by long droughts and scarce rainfall. However, behind its landscape of twisted shrubs and spiny cacti, the Caatinga hides a biological richness that surprises those who venture to discover it. Here lies a unique biodiversity adapted to the semi-arid climate, with species resistant to drought and temperature variations. It is estimated that more than 900 vertebrate species inhabit the region, including mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians, as well as thousands of invertebrate and plant species. In this extreme setting live creatures that have adapted with impressive resilience. Here we find the blue macaw, a symbol of the fight against extinction, and the agile northeastern marmoset, leaping among the branches. Silent predators such as the puma, the second largest feline in the Americas, also inhabit this land, along with feared reptiles like the rattlesnake and small but tough animals such as the yellow armadillo. Each species, large or small, tells a story of adaptation and survival in a world where water is a true treasure. But the Caatinga is not only a refuge for wildlife. This often underestimated biome functions as a natural water reservoir, regulating rainfall cycles and feeding the rivers that sustain both animals and the human communities that depend on it. Among its main inhabitants is Lear's macaw, or the blue macaw, one of the Caatinga's greatest treasures and a symbol of Brazil's conservation efforts. This species exists only in this biome, mainly in Bahia's backlands, living in rocky canyon areas where it finds safe nesting sites. Today, its population is estimated at around 1,700 to 2,000 individuals, a still low number but much higher than in past decades when it was on the brink of extinction. Its habits are quite peculiar. Unlike other macaws that live in humid forests, Lear's macaw survives in the dry climate of the Caatinga, feeding mainly on the fruits of the licuri palm, typical of the region. They can fly long distances in search of these seeds, which form the basis of their diet. They live in flocks and have extremely social behavior, often seen in noisy flights that color the Caatinga sky. This macaw was virtually unknown to science until the 19th century, and for a long time it was believed to be extinct. Hunting and wildlife trafficking drastically reduced its population, but thanks to conservation, monitoring, and nest protection projects, the species has been slowly recovering. In the trees of the Caatinga lives the northeastern marmoset, a small agile primate about 20 to 30 centimeters long, with a tail that can reach 40 centimeters. Its white and gray fur, along with expressive facial markings, makes it easily recognizable. Diurnal and social, it lives in family groups of 4 to 15 individuals, sharing care of the young and feeding on fruits, insects, and tree sap, also helping to disperse seeds. Communicative, it warns its companions of predators and marks territory with distinct sounds. Adapted to the arid climate, the northeastern marmoset is an example of ecological resilience, thriving even under the challenging conditions of the Caatinga. Even facing constant threats such as deforestation, desertification, and the uncontrolled expansion of livestock and agriculture, the caatinga remains an essential pillar for ecological balance and for the lives of millions of people. Understanding and protecting it is not only an environmental issue but also an act of respect for the history, culture and resilience of the northeastern people. Brazil is a paradise that never ceases to amaze. In every corner of this vast country, life reveals itself with unique intensity. Visiting Brazil is much more than just a trip. It is diving into an adventure that surprises at every horizon. It is feeling that in every forest, river, field, backland or sea, there is always something new awaiting those who look closely. From the solid lands that hold ancient stories to the waters that hide unfathomable mysteries, wild Brazil reveals not only species and landscapes, but also an invitation to the extraordinary. Those who surrender to this country's nature not only fall in love, but awaken to a greater enchantment, realizing that the planet is a living book, written in rivers, mountains and forests, whose pages still hide secrets only the Creator fully understands. Brazil, with its wild vastness, is one of the brightest chapters of this masterpiece, a place where life reveals its greatness and its deepest mysteries. And it is in this encounter between man and nature that we realize that to preserve is not only to protect a paradise, but to guard the very essence of the earth, so that future generations may also turn the pages of this sacred book and discover its infinite beauty.